My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, but let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach. It will be given to him, but let him ask in faith with no doubting, for he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the winds. For let not that man suppose he will receive anything from the Lord. He's a double-minded man and unstable in all of his ways. This is very familiar to you, or should be very familiar to. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith, the working of your faith, the extending of your faith, it builds patience. We learn to trust God by praying things over to him, waiting, standing in faith, fighting Satan, believing God all the way to the end. And what it does is it makes us perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Means that we don't see ourselves as lacking anything, because we have Jesus, right? And if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives liberally without reproach. In other words, God doesn't belittle us. It'll be given to him, but let him ask in faith, no doubting. For he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the winds. For let not that man think he will receive anything of the Lord. This is extremely important. Everything we receive from God is by faith. If we don't have faith, we don't receive from God. I mean, it's that simple. It's all we have is mercy at that point. When Peter was walking on the water, he was in faith. When he looked at the wind and the waves and seen what was already there, but he took his attention off the word in Jesus, he began to sink. That wasn't God, pulling the plug on him, because God has given us the law of faith. So we stand in the law of faith. So our doubting separates us from the promises of God. Our double-mindedness separates us from God. And so it's a type of denying God, denying his power, denying what he means to us. And so these verses are so important that we grow through going through various trials and various testings, knowing that the testing of our faith produces patience, and it produces perfection in us because we believe God, and we don't lack anything because we don't see ourselves in lack ever, because we trust the God who's our provider. But when you look at faith, not doubting, because if we doubt, we're like a wave of the sea, driven by the circumstances. The Bible says that we won't receive anything of the Lord, and that is where most people fail. God has produced the law of faith, the law of believing him and trusting him and receiving from him. And our doubting pulls the plug from that power. Anyway, that's our message for today. Thanks for watching. Please share, follow, and like this if you're on social media. If you aren't a member of our ministry, please, please, please go in the description of our teaching today is our website address. Click on it. Join as a free member. You give us your name and email address. We don't share it with anyone, but you'll get 3 emails from us a week. You'll get 2 sets of notes, and you'll get our private blog on news, politics, finance, the church, and the end times. And then also, if you want to take that next step to help support us, you can become a partner for $10 a month or more. We're praying for 400 $25 a month or more donors to build a foundation in our ministry. We give all of our curriculums and books away for free. We don't charge for anything. There's no barrier to giving people, individuals, churches, our curriculums. All they have to do is become a member, but it's all free. We give it all away for free. Anyway, that's our message. Please, may God bless you. May God's face shine upon you. May you be blessed.